Welcome back, lazy gamers. Welcome back to ARA History Untold. So, a couple of weeks ago, actually, probably about 3 weeks now, version 2.0.2 dropped. And one of the biggest changes here, at least for me, and at least from what we learned in the Vilma game, is that the Eternal Siege event, which lets us unlock city walls, it's out of the game now. It's no longer an option. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much the one event like RNG essentially helped us secure a very defensive posture in the Vilma game. Yeah, it's gone now. I'm not sure how this is going to change overall gameplay, I guess, but it's definitely going to make it a little harder to survive if you have unfriendly neighbors. Since that update, I've been experimenting with different games, different leaders, and map types and difficulty levels, and I'm trying to find a decent balance for any civ that I'm playing, that you have a reasonable amount of land to expand into. At the same time, you have neighbors nearby to ally, to trade with, and potentially to war against. I'm not entirely sure what the happiest balance is, but if we set up a new game here, if I pick 7 civs on a standard setting map at Grand Duke difficulty, 7 civs gives a good balance of crowd versus room for to expand. I've tried it with 8 on a small map size really. 8 civs does tend to, more often than not, the map does get crowded. 6 very often leaves you with a lot of land that you can sim and expand into. Not sure what the magic number is or what the magic settings are, but I think 7 seems to be a decent balance. As far as the map is concerned, I'm having good luck with Fractal Ghosts, where the map itself is pretty unpredictable and exploring is valuable. Typically, when you play like the continent style map with a single spine with a mountain range separating civs, you can predict how the land is going to shape up. And it does, at least to me, it does not make for a fun exploring experience. The Fractal Coasts really creates all very, very weird, very unique map patterns, which really, I mean, if you see a peninsula jutting out, definitely you would want to explore it because you never know what's lying on the other side of it. Yeah, I want to leave it at Fractal Coasts. It creates an interesting landmass. Pretty much everything else is going to be standard here, and we are going to roll a random civ at Grand Duke. Elizabeth I. Gloriana, +1 turn duration to Golden Ages for each active alliance, alright? And 100% tax income during Golden Ages. So we want a playstyle that leans into Golden Ages. Yeah, this is my first time playing as Elizabeth of all the runs I have made. I have played a good amount of Alexander, and to be honest, Alexander is probably the leader I want to play my first Emperor game as, because his ability just makes things easier. But anyways, so her traits are stately, cities gain 5 culture for each government improvement. Now the Great Hearth is a government improvement. England is going to generate a lot of culture as we expand our empire. Patient, 30% force strength when war weariness is over 50. So the later half of a war is probably potentially where the odds of success kind of go up for England. Seafaring, 20 prestige after a sea force defeats an enemy force. Okay. So we would definitely want to be leaning into some kind of navy here. I think pre 2.0, Elizabeth's abilities were very naval focused. And I think this is the only main thing here. Charismatic, +1 golden age point for each. So okay, so golden ages are good for England. We can generate more money during golden ages and they last longer. So I'm wondering here, this is kind of interesting. So golden ages are longer per alliance. So if we have 5 alliances, the golden ages +5 turns longer. And for every trade agreement and research agreement that we have with our neighbors, we get an extra golden age point. I don't think perpetual golden ages are a thing here like Civ 5 was, but it would be interesting. I think what the 400 odd turns that the game would last, you want to be spending maximum turns in a golden age to maximize this effect. Should be interesting. The land looks okay. I mean, we have a 4-2-2-3 capital, but besides that, I don't see. I would have loved for this barley region to have been a 4 food region, but Yeah, it's just a 3-1 zone. I think like this 4125 or this 4124 would probably be the first regions I want to grow to, which means my first industry, I think, yeah, looking at this, I think this 5 zone region is going to be where my first workshop goes. I think that's okay. As far as the scout is concerned, you need to grab that equipment cache. We don't see any predators around us for an early feast. So let's max out our feast here. Let's not spend our food. Let's spend wealth. We'll get our first feast and then we will take stock. And as far as production, I think we want to go into another scout. And as far as Tex is concerned, I think going to animal husbandry is pretty much the right call. I need to unlock horses. Sweet. Leaving it like this will mean that in 5 turns, when I have to replace or replenish this feast, I will have 1 jewels and at least 1 feaster ready. So yeah, let's keep it like that for now. I have a choice here. I can either lean into putting down a grain granary block or a grain food block, or grow to that and put down a workshop. And I think I'm leaning towards a workshop first. I will have a feast next turn. Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be fine. Now, 2 turns. I don't have enough food to start a settler immediately. I think, yeah, let's let the scout finish naturally. Although, if I buy this and I spend 15 gold, I will not have gold to stack my settler next. I need 25 gold for that. So it's fine. So I have the food and the... So okay, let me just queue up the settler right here. And right after the settler, we are going to get a workshop. Okay. So which direction do I want to... I might be expanding into? I think let's go north. Sawdough, sawdough. So we didn't meet a tribe, but there is no event from this tribe yet. I think the land is richer towards sawdough, but alternatively, like something in this area wouldn't be bad either. Let's say, yeah, it's not a food-rich area though. Let's take a look south. And we met Askia? No. Ethiopia. Okay. So animal husbandry is done. And we have a sheep right there. We don't have any... Don't see any horses here. Oh, there is one horse right there. On a 2-zone region though. Let's see what's the land next to it. Since we've already met someone and we have no idea how far he is, I think I'm gonna lean into archery and try to get a few units out. Aswan. Is Egypt in the game? Probably. Alright, we have our first paragon. Musician, engineer, pioneer. I think engineer. De facto, 10% build production in all cities is good. And Aswan has given us a... Yeah, that's good. We're 1 point away from them joining us. Would have loved for a bordering region to this horse to be a 4-zone region or a 5-zone region. That qualifies, but it's just 2 hops away from my capital. In the perfect world, like the style that Sawdough sits on would have been okay. That would be okay too, but it's 2 growth cycles away to get to the horse. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, where is the game telling us to settle? Oh, not there. Definitely not there. That wouldn't be bad. But I think I want to get closer to the horse. I think I'm going to pick this. It's not the best, but I think I'll do it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And there is someone down here. I think it's Egypt. Yep, it is. Nefertiti. I want to check out this land up here before I queue up another settler. Okay, whichever tribe this guy belongs to. Genu. Yeah, he's gonna chase us if he gets a chance. Let's run away. In fact, he is chasing us. This is stupid. Stop chasing me, dude. Okay. Feast. Oh. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Leave that empty. We don't have grain. Leave it at 1 and 5. And let's go back to our great hearth. And leave that empty. And leave that empty. 1 and 4 is fine. And let's take this up to 10. Typically, when you meet someone new, you want to ply them with stuff, with some items to move their standing for more positive. And it's not a bad idea to have an oversupply of things on hand. In this city here, you need to be growing. You will grow in decent time, I think. Now, let's get a spearman. It'll take a while, but I think we need a military. And let's take happiness here. That happiness pretty much is going to increase the production in the city. So it's 50 turns now. It will drop down, I think, to like 30 something turns. But it'll get better. Yeah, 12 turns, really. And he has settled. So either he settled that or he settled something and grew to that. Which really means that is going to be the first tile we want to grow to. Alright, claim. So the capital has a claim. Which direction do I want to grow out into? Let's get the barley now. Because I do want to grow out to this limestone eventually. Like this tobacco, I think it's in the early game. In fact, yeah, I don't know if it's in late game benefits, but the putting a farm on tobacco gives you gold. So yeah, we will have a farming block here eventually. But in the early game, it really doesn't give you as big a benefit. It's probably one of the weakest early resources to grow into. Alright, city idle. Do we lean into our more? Okay. I'm gonna get a spearman and queue up a bunch of archers behind it. But before I do that, I think I want to farm. One farm, and then a spearman, and then I'm gonna build a few archers. And the first workshop is going to queue up. So I always want let's say 12 lithic tools and baskets at all times. And let's make sure we get to that number and stay there. And eventually we will plug the ropes into this list too. Archery is done. Pottery, grain storage, or herbalism. And if I have to pick two, I don't know. I think let's see herbalism, because if we get a chance to build apothecaries, we will. They are an excellent source of early science and health. But yeah, let's do it. It's fine. Alright, we'll grow there. Tribute demanded 30 gold. Yeah, let's do it. It's fine. I mean, I don't think I have a choice, at least until I get a military up. So right after this farm, I think definitely queue up. Yeah. +2 relationship. Oh. Okay. They will join my capital, which is actually good. But what that does is I will need a dwelling here. And probably might need the dwelling. It's fine. Let's get the military up first. Event, and we get free baskets and lithic tools. That's good. And it's only for 10 turns. I think forego the security. Right, and you can continue exploring. Caches, Bella unlocked. Wait. War of expansion, right? Yeah. Yes, it's unlocked, but it is going to be nearly impossible for us to do anything about it. I have done this. Many games I have done this where it's turned 30 now or turned 29 now. Rush build a military, get like 4 or 5 wedges, lines, whatever, and just throw everything at a city, and I've been wrecked. It's been like my win ratio is like less than 20%. So what happens is like 1 out of 4 games, yes, you will capture that city, but you will lose pretty much your entire military to just get that one city. So unless that's that's the capital of Ethiopia, it really doesn't make any sense, which we don't have sight on yet. But if I have to make a decision right now on what to do, I'm going to just build up a defensive force for now. War will come, but it can wait. And Stripe has joined London. Event. Support his appeal. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Never a bad thing turning foes into friends. At least until you can develop an edge. Alright, let's get this this block. And we will plug in baskets here. I could have plugged in the jewels, but I think baskets are okay. Event. I could bribe him with gold and he would become like super trusted. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Because if he is willing to take open borders, things could actually turn favorable for us. At least from a relationship perspective. If I do not have to worry about war on this front from one of my neighbors, I'm... yeah. Declined. Yeah. He's ready to go to war with us. Yep, absolutely. All that means is we have to make sure that we have a standing military. I think I'm going to buy that and queue up another spearman behind it. Crap, my material count is sinking. This is going to be a little challenging. This early in the game, when you are running short on materials and possibly even timber later on, yeah, it does create challenges. We met someone here. Sennacherib, Assyrian Empire. He tends to be a warmonger overall. So we don't know how far he is from us, but let's see. Is there a way to tell what other relationships are? So Haile Selassie. Let's see. Okay, I can't. close, but so Nefertiti doesn't tell me who she's at war with or anybody else, or who they have met rather. Huh. So they haven't met? I wonder. This would be interesting if it is indeed the case that the three civs that we have met haven't met anybody else, or haven't met any of the others that we have met. Let's take a quick look, make sure that we are not overspending anything. Our great hearth making the feast is fine. This gathering hall making the feast is fine. Is using grains, which it doesn't need to. And we have one farm. And this workshop is right now making lithic tools. Okay, let's do it like that. Let's get some baskets under our belt. Actually, no, we don't need 12. 6 is fine. Lithic tools, however, I think we will need more. Let's make sure we have 12 lithic tools always on hand. Because if we plan some wonders in the future, lithic tools will be important, especially for like Stonehenge and some other wonders. So we found a cache of wheels, which, yeah, it's in the Great Hearth. That's fine. Can't build stone pits yet. Okay, herbalism's done. Any luck with tea? Yeah, we have tea right there. Our potential farming blocks are actually quite weak. Just 3 food, 1 material regions. But at least we have resources. I've had games where my first ring has had no resources. I think I'm going to go pottery here because I will want to put down a stone pit as soon as I can. And possibly a ceramic shop right next to it. Okay, that's the second spearman. You can go scouting this way. Okay, he's right there. Event sod dough. Oh, I get 2 books. I think I want the 2 books. Because books, among other things, help. So my great hearth can use that book. It gives me 3 city knowledge. It's not much, but it adds up. Event, food. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's see. He's not 7 turns. I have a feeling, even though it's the meter says he's close to us, we are going to be at war with him. Because I don't see a situation where an opening doesn't present itself to Ethiopia and they don't attack. It will happen. Okay, you are coming down that way, so you can go this way. Archer is ready. Oh, good God. I forgot about you. I don't know where he is, but where his camp is, but I need to pretty much run away from him. I might run right into the camp, though. Let's see. Wouldn't be the first time that I've lost that I've lost scouts to wandering bands of whatever. So it's 30 turns. The capital is busy doing doing stuff. So I think, yeah, you can actually start working on a settler. It's fine. Might be a while before the settler is up, but you're gonna grow soon, so it should be much less than 30 turns. Right. That's fine. I will deploy a wedge as soon as the spear. Actually, let's see. Can I buy it? I can. Absolutely. And we are screwed. Let's run. Oh, sure. Oh, he got shot, I think. Is there an archer in this bunch? Nope. It's a single warrior. Alright. So we have... I think I'm going to deploy a wedge. That's 50 security city. It's fine. I will need to raise the security in at least one city and then deploy units from there. But for now, this is fine. Okay, pottery is done. We can jump to bronze working. I would have liked to have the ability to build a granary here. I think I want it. So if I leave the ability to build a granary here, I have to wait until irrigation, which is not far away actually. Same thing with bakery. I have to wait until milling or trading. Trading is something I will likely get, so I'm not too worried about bakeries. Bread, same thing. I mean, I'll get to milling eventually. But grain stores, I have to wait until milling to make sure I can build them. So building a granary at irrigation may not give me the ability to make grain stores until I get milling, which is going to be much later. But I can leave this behind. I think let's jump. Okay, so the city has a claim. I think let's try to grow out to the horses. Like, I'm going in a very indirect path here. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, the AI does this often. +5 religion strength, sure. Let's see what his effect for us is. He doesn't, yeah, it's fine. And let's see what Ethiopia is thinking about us. Okay, he's not thinking about war anymore. So let's see. Will he take open borders? Maybe if we are lucky. So right now you need to fortify. And what do I have here? I have that. I can deploy a line eventually. But right after this, archer, I need to get the dwelling for sure. And after the dwelling, I think I'll get one more archer. And then we will get a stone pit. Stone pit and then a ceramic shop. Declined, yeah. It's gonna happen. Not sure when, but it's definitely gonna happen. War, that is. And the city has a claim. I wouldn't mind this tea and grain area, but I want a high lumber region actually, and a high material region. 3 zones, 4 zones, 3 zones. I think that's fine. No. I think that's slightly better, I think. And our first expert always goes into the Great Hearth. 10 research, 10 production, and craft production is better. Let's buy this dwelling so we continue growing. No. Alright, let's deploy one more wedge. Okay. That's 2. And I can deploy so much more. Yeah, I think a balanced approach here. If you're forced to build a large military upfront, there needs to be some sort of a balance where you, yeah, it needs to be discounted, because I could very easily be just building units non-stop and not doing any of the stuff that's actually going to help me win the game, because this early in the game, no amount of military I build is going to match up. Like if I'm on the offense and if the AI is on the defense, no amount of military is going to give me a win. Everyone's working. So I don't have any act goals right now, right? Yeah, I don't have any act goals. So what do I want? I definitely want a government or a different government. I would want a religion. I do have some influence points to spend, and all my 3 options are commerce. 20% build production in all cities for 20 turns after conquering a city. I don't know how important. I think I'll just take the 10 culture in the capital. But as far as techs are concerned, I do want the palace. I don't have ropes. Oh, I need weaving. Let's get weaving. And we have our second paragon. I think domestic advisor, 20 knowledge in the capital. I will have enough paragons later in the game for masterpieces. I think right now I need to see which one of these is going to give me the best option. I think the profit as a domestic advisor is not bad, because there is a higher paragon spawn chance, which generally helps the game. Let's do it. Okay. I'm tempted to take irrigation here, but I think by far the reed pipes getting trading for free seems to have the highest value, and since we have left bakeries behind, I think, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it's 7 turns for a settler, and I am tempted to settle in his face, but Maybe not just yet. Maybe we go north. Yeah, somewhere in that zone. Sure. As long as the tribute demand is reasonable, I don't mind it. But there will come a point where we are not going to tolerate any nonsense from anyone. But to hold to that promise, I need to. Yeah, I need a much bigger military. Yeah, let's buy that. And we will queue up, I think, a line. Look at this ass. Okay. Yeah, I need to grow to that. I need a growth event here to get to the horses, and I want to upgrade the horses. So the same game, right? If same situation repeats itself and I'm squeezed on 3 sides, I'm get very tempted to reroll. In this case, I'm getting squeezed on 2 sides. If Egypt settles something in here, oh, that's just gonna be bad. I reduce my force strength but get a relationship bump with the Assyrian Empire. I think they'll just take the normal one. I don't want to compromise my force strength. At least just yet. Okay, so he's declaring war on us, it seems. Okay. You're getting bullied by everyone, aren't we? Yeah, screw it. I think, yeah, this is gonna be a full-on war game, as it seems. But until I get my cavalry, I'm in no position to go on the offensive. Region claim is available. Not gonna think about that just yet. Event Acropolis. That's gonna be so much later. Okay. There you go. So, okay, he's declared a war of expansion on us. Wait, let's see. How do we view the war? Yeah, there you go. So he's trying to target Soto. And Soto, for now, is well defended. And this settler can... Yeah, I wanted to scout up here to see what the land looks like. But the game is... Could settle something there and block his path. But I think that's a dangerous area to be in. I think I'm gonna go north. I think right there is fine. Okay, you have a claim. Grow to the horses. And you will use baskets too. I will want a dwelling in here, but that needs to... I think that getting the horses online is more important than the dwelling. Okay. I think get the archer before the swordsman. Mexico? Mexico. We bribe you to do something. Bribery, success, impossible. Unlikely. Let's see if I give you lithic tools. Likely. Probable. Maybe take the jewel too. But no, no jewels, please. Yeah, let's keep one of each on hand just to be sure. Likely. Let's end it. Let's see what happens. Wait, what? Assyrian Empire has declared war on England. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Shit's gonna go down. So the Assyrian Empire, let's see. Targets London. All right. Bribe accepted. Sweet. Weaving is done. Okay, let's deploy a line here. And hopefully this guy deploys. Yeah, we are fine. I think Ethiopia, I mean, we are fine on the Ethiopian front. But it all depends on how much Assyria sends up our way. So weaving is done. I think let's get sacred rights. Oh no, let's get code of laws first. I think I want to switch to monarchy and get a higher security city going somewhere. And wait, did I muster in London? Oh, I am 75 security here though, in both. That's not bad. It looks like he's just throwing like battalions at me, which I mean, I'll be fine. And he's sending a single guy up. Okay. In which case, okay, let's buy that. And we are going to get a spearman and an archer behind it. Is he trying to kill this Soto camp? Maybe. That's fine. I think a stone pit would be okay. I don't want to put a stone pit here though. I think I'm forced to. I think I have to. Shillong. Either like Myanmar or India or China are in the game. Yeah, don't use materials, please. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Okay. The fuck is he going up there? And I'm screwed. I don't think my muster is gonna work. Okay. Okay. So one of you needs to go there. And the other... Oh. Oh, my guy's deployed. That's a relief. Okay. In which case, since my guys have deployed, I think all of you need to move up here. And I need one more. Yeah, my next formation is going to deploy or move there. Yeah, he's sending stuff behind it. Yeah, on this difficulty level, the two-front war is nearly impossible. It's very hard. I mean, you have to pretty much start preparing for war from turn 1, and it's just not possible. And Mexico is right there. Yeah.
Rival nation's leader speaks of the stars signaling an ill omen, claiming that darkness will...
Yeah, I'm gonna quit this one. I don't know. I think I need to wait for a better spot. I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on whether this game is salvageable or things could actually turn around from this point on. Because all I see from this point on is my these 3 cities. Even if I saved one of them, or if I'll probably end up saving them and protecting them, but they will keep growing, and I will run into an amenity challenge. And pretty much all I'll be doing now from turn 74 now to like turn 150 odd is just crank out units. That's all I'll be doing, nothing else. Maybe the odd watchtower, maybe the odd barracks somewhere, but that's pretty much all I'll be doing, and it'll just get annoying. I mean, I can totally fight a war on a single front, and it's doable. I mean, yes, it's a 50-50, it's a coin flip whether you survive that, but it's definitely doable. In this situation, we have a two-front war where our defensive units are going to stay occupied, but they will be pressured. More things coming up is going to pressure them, and there is a non-zero chance that actually we get wiped out, that we lose London. Eventually, in time, we will lose Sodo to the Ethiopians. And yeah, the only way this could have been avoided is if we had focused on just a military from the get-go, from turn 1, without thinking about anything else. And that is just not fun. You need some time to sim, and you need some time to get your empire going before you start diving into war. And this is just... I was hoping that this becomes a game where... I mean, I haven't put out any videos out for like almost a month now, because I've just been playing different games. I've been trying out different variations with ARA, different game settings, different difficulty settings, trying to find a happy balance. And I was hoping that this game is the one where I can actually, kind of showcase some positives. But I don't think so. I think that'll have to wait. Thank you for watching, and yeah, tune into the next one. In fact, the next video I put out, unless I have a full end-to-end Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 3 ending into a win or defeat, doesn't matter, not important. But basically, the full, complete game, if I don't have the entire thing laid out, I probably won't release it. So it might be a while before you see the next video. But yeah, until then, bye-bye.